today is going to be the 10-inch Jack skeleton with zero. Before we get into this guy, let's talk about this guy. So this guy was sent to me by Kelly at Kapow Creations on Facebook. This is also AKA my buddy Jacob's old lady. So go check her out if this is something you're into. She has some really awesome stuff on there. All kinds of stuff made out of epoxy and some other forms of resin, I'm sure. She has these great molds. She makes keychains. All kinds of exciting stuff going on there. I'm gonna put a link down in the description, so if that's something that you're into, definitely go check her out. She also sent over her Jack skeleton with zero for me to go over with you guys as well. Now, they don't typically get theirs out of the box, so I'm gonna be taking this one out of the box only because Jacob told me that I could take it out of the box, but she might have a mini heart attack while she's watching me take this out of the box. So I'm gonna be as gentle and as nice as I can possibly be getting this guy out of the box. So I've kind of looked at him a little while he was in the box. This box is pretty damaged though, and he was telling me this when he brought it over, that he had picked it up from GameStop. They had two different boxes. GameStop didn't want to give him the nicer box because somebody had it pre-ordered. How about throw a comment down below and tell me if you agree with that or not. So if you go into a store and they have two of the same pop or two of the same anything, and you want the nicer box, but they won't give you the nicer box because they say someone has it on pre-order, do you think that's okay or not? I mean, throw a comment down below and tell me how you feel about that. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I understand that someone has it pre-ordered, and I understand that you want to, like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, so I don't really know what to think about it. I would say that if someone came in and there was two of them and they wanted the nicer box out of the two, you should probably just give them the nicer box out of the two, even if someone has it on pre-order. I mean, unless one of them is destroyed to the point that you know no one's ever going to want that in their pre-order, you should probably let them have that as a pre-order. I mean, not let them have that as a pre-order. You should probably let the customer on hand have that one. Now, when I was looking at this guy in the box, this is a really awesome pop. Now, I haven't really fallen down the Nightmare Before Christmas, the Tim Burton. I haven't really fallen down that rabbit hole. I'm probably going to here real soon though, because I ordered the Jack skeleton in the artist edition. I think we've all seen that one. It's where they do this different rendition of him, so he'll have spider webs and stuff on him. But looking at him in the box, I noticed something that I didn't normally see. Now, you don't normally see two figures in a 10-inch pop, right? I mean, so that's one thing right off the jump. Second, Zero's tail is coming all the way around Jack in the box. Oh, and they are attached, so it is not just two different pieces. I thought this was going to be two different pieces, but now I see what they did. So Zero is actually molded into or glued onto Jack. We're gonna get this guy over in my workshop. We're gonna measure him, see if he's 10 inches, get a top view of him. This is a really, really awesome pop. I'll compare him to Babe Ruth. Who knows? I mean, so if I'm being completely honest when I'm looking at this guy, he looks a little small. He does not look like he is a complete 10-inch pop. They did do a lot of amazing things with him though, right? So it looks like he is playing catch with Zero. So at the moment he has this bone in his hand that he's going to be throwing to Zero. Zero has this pumpkin on his nose that has more detail in it than I think that you could imagine. They packed in a lot of detail when they did that. You know me, I want to know if it's a 10-inch pop, and for some reason it looks kind of short, and it is kind of short. So it looks like he's about a good inch short of the 10-inch pop, which that goes to that I really don't know how I feel about that. If you're going to call it a 10-inch pop, and I believe that it should be a 10-inch pop, that is one of those just strange things with me though. When you say it's a 10-inch pop, I mean, it really should be a 10-inch pop, but the detail work that went into him is extraordinary. I'm going to put him up against Babe Ruth so that you can get a better look at him. I mean, you can tell that he is so big that it is hard for me to move him around on camera. There's a little something like right here on his head, but I'm sure that would wipe off if I truly tried. Other than that, it's a really amazing pop. Funko did a great job when they made this pop, but I would imagine that this is just their 3.5-inch pop blown up into a 9-inch, and I'm going to say 9-inch because that's exactly what it is. It is a 9-inch pop. Now you can see him beside Babe Ruth. Zero is almost the size as Beirut. I mean, so that should give you like some solid comparison is the difference. He is a little short though. I mean, when it comes right down to it, at the end of the day, he is not 10 inches. He's more like 9 1/4, 9. I guess it would just depend on how hard the head is pushed down. It's not a deal breaker though. If I was into the Jack Skeletons and I was collecting the Nightmare Before Christmas, I would seriously go after this guy just because of the amount of detail work that they managed to pack into him, from the pinstripes to the different color of the bone. So the bone that he's throwing Zero while they're playing catch is a different color than his bone. So his bones are this straight, like flat white. This is an actual bone looking color. So I mean, at the end of the day, if I was going to collect these guys, I would definitely go after him. That tail coming around to me is just the icing on the cake when it comes to this 10-inch pop. But you guys know how I feel. But you guys know how I feel when it comes to 10-inch pops, right? I have a special place in my heart for 10-inch pops. If you buy a 10-inch pop, you're buying the 10-inch pop as a collector, because you're never, ever, ever going to be able to resell these things. And that's something that you should think about when you're buying a 10-inch pop. Is it something that I plan on reselling one day? Because one, the boxes are almost never in good shape and everyone's going to complain about the box. Two, they cost god-awful amounts of money to ship. I mean, so when you get ready to ship this guy, you're gonna have anywhere from 20 to my guess, it's gonna be 30 bucks in shipping when you go to ship this guy. So he is going to have to be worth a whole lot for someone to be able to, for someone to be willing to pay that much more of a markup when it comes to the shipping. Guys, if you're interested in this video, if any part of this video caught your attention, go check out my other videos. You can find them right here somewhere. It'll be a spot to subscribe, a spot to go check out the next video. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. There is no Wayneko crew without you, and I truly appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a good one.